Gaming on the go has never been better, but picking the right handheld is actually pretty tricky. Do you prioritize battery life, raw power, or just portability? After all, you don't want to spend hundreds on a device that doesn't fit your lifestyle. That's why today, we're counting down the top 5 best handheld consoles. We'll cover everything from the perfect budget starter to the ultimate high-performance beast. So let's get started. First up, if you want the absolute best bang for your buck, the Nintendo Switch Lite is the way to go. It is the perfect entry point for budget gamers who want quality without the high cost. Here is the thing regarding its design. This console is dedicated strictly to handheld play. It features a sleek one-piece body that integrates the controls right into the frame. That makes it incredibly durable and kid-friendly since there are no detachable Joy-Cons to lose. It is also much lighter than the standard model, weighing in at just around 275 grams. You can easily toss this into a backpack for breaks between classes or long trips. Now, looking at the hardware, you get a 5.5-inch LCD touchscreen running at 720p resolution. Because the screen is compact, games look surprisingly sharp. Under the hood, it uses a custom NVIDIA Tegra processor. That means you get full access to massive titles like Animal Crossing: New Horizons and Zelda: Breath of the Wild. You aren't getting a watered-down experience here. Battery life varies, usually giving you 3 to 7 hours depending on the game's intensity. You get 32 GB of onboard storage, but I'd suggest grabbing a micro SD card since it supports up to 2 TB. Audio comes through stereo speakers, or you can use the 3.5mm jack and Bluetooth, but you have to keep one major compromise in mind. You cannot dock this to a TV. It does not support video output at all. Yep, that's a real bummer. Yet for pure portability and accessing Nintendo's exclusive library, this is a fantastic choice for the price. Next up at number 4, we have the Nintendo Switch OLED. If the previous spot was about value, this one is about refining the experience to a premium level. As the name suggests, the absolute star of the show here is that vibrant 7-inch OLED display. The difference this screen makes is honestly massive. The colors are incredibly vivid, and the contrast is sharp. Even though it is still capped at 720p resolution in handheld mode and 1080p when docked, the OLED technology makes games pop in a way they simply don't on standard LCD screens. It draws you right into the world of Metroid Dread or Mario Kart. But here is the thing regarding the design. Nintendo clearly listened to feedback about the physical build. You get a wide adjustable stand on the back now. This is a complete game changer for tabletop mode, making it actually usable for multiplayer sessions on the go without the console tipping over. Plus, the internal storage gets a necessary bump up to 64 GB. That gives you significantly more breathing room for digital downloads before you need to hunt for a micro SD card. The dock has seen a practical upgrade too, now featuring a built-in wired LAN port. That means much more stable online play when you're connected to your TV. Battery life is reliable as well, giving you anywhere from 4.5 to 9 hours depending on how demanding the game is. The onboard audio is also noticeably enhanced, sounding clearer and louder without headphones. However, you should know that internally this doesn't offer a raw performance boost over the original model. You are getting the same frame rates. Also, the dreaded Joy-Con drift issue can still happen with these controllers. Still, for playing Nintendo exclusives in the best possible quality, this is hard to beat. It creates a versatile hybrid experience that works just as well on a long flight as it does in your living room. A worthy choice you can keep an eye on. And then, we have the Steam Deck OLED, specifically the 1TB version. If you are a PC gamer who wants to take your entire library on the road, this device is simply a revelation. It bridges the gap between a powerful gaming laptop and a comfortable handheld console. The first thing you will notice is the screen. You get a 7.4-inch HDR OLED display running at a 1280 by 800 resolution. But the real game changer is the 90 Hz refresh rate. This makes motion look incredibly fluid compared to the standard 60 Hz you see on other devices. Since this is the 1TB model, it also comes with premium anti-glare etched glass, which cuts down on reflections effectively in bright rooms. Under the hood, it uses a custom AMD APU designed for efficiency. You have a massive 1TB NVMe SSD, giving you plenty of space for large AAA titles without needing an SD card immediately. Connectivity is faster too, thanks to Wi-Fi 6E support for quicker downloads. Now, looking at the build, Valve made some smart adjustments. It features a larger fan and updated thermals, so the device stays cooler during intense gaming. It is also about 30 grams lighter than the original LCD model. The touchscreen is snappier as well, with a polling rate increased to 180 Hz for better accuracy. The 50-watt-hour battery is a significant step up, offering anywhere from 3 to 12 hours of play. But here is the thing you need to know. This is still a large, bulky device compared to a Nintendo Switch. It isn't exactly pocket-friendly. However, the flexibility is unmatched. You can switch to desktop mode to use it as a mini PC for productivity or install other launchers like Epic. It offers freedom that traditional consoles just cannot match, making it a strong contender overall. Coming in at number 2, we have the Lenovo Legion Go. If you are the type of gamer who prioritizes screen real estate and raw specifications above everything else, this is the handheld that demands your attention. The first thing that strikes you is the display. It is absolutely massive, featuring an 8.8-inch WQXGA IPS touchscreen. You are looking at a crisp 2560 by 1600 resolution here. But what truly sets it apart is the 144Hz refresh rate. That means your gameplay is going to be ultra smooth, making fast-paced shooters feel incredibly responsive compared to standard screens. It also supports 10-point multi-touch, making navigation intuitive. Under the hood, this thing is a monster. It is powered by the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme CPU with RDNA 3 graphics, paired with 16GB of fast LPDDR5X RAM. This combination allows it to chew through demanding titles. You also get a 1TB NVMe SSD, ensuring your games load in a flash. Now, here is the interesting part about the controls. The controllers are detachable and use Hall effect joysticks. This is a big deal because it drastically reduces the risk of stick drift. Since it runs on Windows 11 Home, you have full PC compatibility. Whether it is Xbox Game Pass, Steam, or GOG, you can play it all, managed through the Legion Space software. You can even pair it with Legion glasses for a wearable display experience. But here is the thing you need to know. All that performance comes at a cost. The 49.2 watt-hour battery typically gives you only about 2 to 3 hours of heavy gaming. Also, users have noted that the dual speakers aren't the loudest, and the unit itself can feel heavy during long sessions. Other than that, for the hardcore gamer who wants a powerful Windows PC in their hands without losing the ecosystem, this is a fantastic choice. And finally, at number 1, we have the ASUS ROG Ally X. If you are looking for serious horsepower in a handheld form factor, this device is simply a beast. Like the previous one, this one too runs Windows 11 Home natively. That means you aren't locked into just one ecosystem. You can fire up Xbox Game Pass, Epic Games, or Steam without any complex workarounds. Now let's talk about what is under the hood, because the specs are genuinely impressive. It is powered by the AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme processor using RDNA 3 graphics. But the real upgrade here is the memory. You get a whopping 24GB of LPDDR5X RAM. That extra memory is crucial because it allows the system to allocate more resources to graphics while keeping your background apps running smooth. They've kept the storage pretty solid too, with a 1TB PCIe SSD right out of the box, and you can always expand that via microSD. The display is a 7-inch Full HD glossy touchscreen with a 1920 by 1080 resolution. But what really stands out is the 120Hz refresh rate. Games look incredibly smooth compared to standard screens. ASUS also addressed the biggest complaint from the original model. They packed in a massive 80 watt-hour battery. This gives you significantly more playtime, though demanding AAA titles will still drain it relatively fast. When you do run low, it supports fast charging, getting you to 50% in about 30 minutes. Physically, it sports a sleek black finish with redesigned ergonomics. The grips are deeper, making it more comfortable to hold, even though it weighs about 1.47 pounds. The thermal management is excellent too, using a dual fan design to keep the heat away from your hands. But here is the thing regarding the software. Since it runs Windows, the interface can sometimes feel clunky on a small touchscreen. It feels like using a laptop without a mouse. And yes, it's definitely the costliest in our list. Yet, with features like external GPU support and Wi-Fi 6E, this is unmatched for versatility. It is simply the best hybrid experience you can buy. Thanks for watching. For more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon so you never miss a video from Tech Insight.